everybody. Welcome in, welcome in. Looks like we had Sampy in here saying howdy, then Avid come in. And then after Avid, it was Miss Kathy at KT Spirit. And I guess y'all hear the sneezer in the background over here. And Avid talking about bacon jerky.
Yep.
And Miss Melinda Dobson, hello. And Kim Burris, hello.
Howdy.
Hey, I'm all about me some bacon. Bacon jerky sounds good. If it's bacon, it's good stuff. That's all that matters to me.
Yep.
And I forgot to open up my sticker board tonight, so we'll just leave that closed up. I'm not going to worry about it too much. I'm always forgetting something, y'all. Lately, I'd forget my head if it wasn't attached to me.
Mine is attached. Literally.
Yeah, Piggy's is attached with screws. Let's see. Everybody telling everybody howdy? Well, let's see. What all we done this week, Piggy? We went grocery shopping.
Yeah.
Didn't really buy a great lot. It was one of them things, you know. I didn't really need a whole lot. And now I'm still looking for one item. Couldn't find it at one grocery store. Neither other grocery store didn't carry it. And the place where we buy our meats didn't have it. What I'm looking for is a pork shoulder. That's what we call a fresh pork shoulder is considered a picnic ham. And that's what I prefer. I love picnic hams. I'll eat regular ham, but I love picnic hams.
One store we went to, they didn't have nobody in their butcher area to be able to talk to.
Yeah.
The other place we went to, the butcher that was there she talked to didn't know what she was talking about.
Yeah. Hi, Mama Linda. Welcome in, my darling.
Mama Linda.
Yeah, I checked 1, 2, 3. I actually checked 4 grocery stores for the pork shoulder. Like I said, we went to Food Line, wasn't nobody back there. So I said, forget it. Went to Delray Farms, and I looked, and they didn't have anything at Delray Farms as far as the pork shoulders. So I didn't worry about that. I looked at Save-A-Lot and asked them about it, and they said, they had, or if they had anything, they showed me where it would be at, and they didn't have any. And said the only thing they had then would be regular ham. And then we went to UGO. That used to be where I get my meats before I started going to Delray Farm, and they used to carry pork shoulders. And I went in and I asked the guy about a pork shoulder, and he looked at me like I was crazy. I said, "Well, what I'm looking for is a fresh picnic ham, a pork shoulder." He said, "Well, if that's what it is, I got some sliced stuff over there." I said, "Well, that's not what I'm wanting." And I looked again. He said, "We got Boston butt." I said, "I don't want a Boston butt. I want a fresh picnic shoulder or pork shoulder." "Well, I got what's sliced." So that's okay. So Piggy and I left there. Going out front, the little cashier looked at us. I said, "Yeah, I didn't have what I was looking for, so I got to go somewhere else." So Monday, on our way home Monday morning, we're just going to head on up to Publix and see what they got. Hopefully they'll have it. Rainy Ridge, hello there. Miss Tina and Indiana Chris, hello.
Indiana Chris. Rainy Ridge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's usually Tina.
But let's say then we had what else did we do? Trying to think.
Swell.
Yeah, pretty much. Had one of them weeks where I just haven't felt good. But I did took my videos out this week, and then found out that there was going to be another Christmas party at the daycare where we take his aunt. And now last Friday, the Grinch was there, and they had a Christmas party, and they got to do family pictures with the Grinch. So they had set up time for a family to come in and do that. So his mom went down there and had his picture made with his aunt. And then I found out, like I said, Santa Claus was going to be there yesterday, and they had another Christmas party. That was just for the participants down there. And so normally every day we go down there, I'll ask his aunt, what'd you have for lunch today? Well, we can tell she don't really remember most days because she remembers what she had for supper the night before. But Piggy will tell you, every day the answer is beans and taters. And maybe some kind of chicken or coleslaw or some kind of green vegetable. That's pretty much her answer every day for what they had for lunch. And yesterday, she couldn't even tell us what she had for lunch. She said she had cheese and crackers.
That's usually a snack.
Yeah. Chris says, I like pork rinds better than ham. Oh, I love me some pork rinds. They just don't like me. They give me heartburn. But I suffer through it a lot of times. People tell you, I'll eat my pork rinds. I love them. Love my pork rinds. So I asked Chris, well, what did you have at the Christmas party? We had punch and we had cookies and some chips. She can remember them snack foods and stuff. She knows that stuff. If it's sweets, she knows it. If it's snack food, she knows it. She can't remember what the good stuff is as far as the regular food.
Probably because it ain't no good.
But y'all, can y'all believe it's only a little over a week away to Christmas? Wow.
Yeah.
Like a week and 4 days. That's wild.
10 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, exactly 10 years ago. 10 years ago today, we were sitting in the emergency room right about this time. We had just gotten there at Erlanger and started going through the process of Piggy having his surgery on the 15th, which would be the next stage would be tomorrow. But I took him in on a Monday night, which was the 14th. He had his surgery on Tuesday. He was moved over to Siskin's rehab on Friday, and he came home the following Wednesday. And I tell you that was something else. That was exactly 10 years ago. Well, no, that was 9 years ago because it was in 2015, so it's 9 years ago, not 10 years, 9 years ago. Made some smoked pork chops before using Jack Daniel's smoking chips.
9 years ago?
Yeah, it was 9 because it was in 2015. This is 2024, so it was only 9 years ago.
Got one more year to call it 10.
Yeah. Evans says, Piggy, he'll be back for 4 pounds of bacon, laugh out loud. It is going fast, Mama Linda. It really is. Oh, man. That's why I like the picnic hams because of the crispy skin. You can fix it how you want it. You don't have to worry about it being too salty. I love fresh picnic hams. No, ma'am. Don't need no help tonight.
Oh, but why not?
As I said so. Smoked pork chops sound good. I ate breakfast this afternoon when I got up. Didn't get up till after 1. Sneezer's at it again.
Yeah.
Then tried to eat a bite for the live stream. I got a bite of a meatloaf sandwich down. Before that, I'd eat about 3 bites of meatloaf and a tortilla chip. And had to run to the restroom. Anything aggravates your stomach, you got to run. And then I just told Piggy, I said, I just can't eat it. I tried, I can't eat. My stomach just ain't want me to eat tonight. Melinda says, bless you, kitty. Yeah, she's got allergies bad.
Yeah, she got as bad as her mama did.
Yeah. Abbott, I bet that bacon jerky did come out amazing. It sounded good. Aaron, hello.
Aaron.
I tell you, that's a good thing you're doing for the kids, Aaron. I watched a little bit of your live stream last night. I didn't comment, but I was in there. I saw you were live and just slipped in for a few minutes and heard you talking about collecting to help the kids. That's a good thing. Anything to help the kids, that's for sure.
Aaron's a good fella.
Mm-hmm. Well, y'all, we got trivia again tonight, and I told you last week it's going to be about gardens, and it is going to be the video trivia, just like we did last week.
Picture trivia.
Huh?
Pictures.
Picture trivia, video, pictures, whatever, you know. Piggy needs better security, laugh out loud.
Got copyrighted and taken down, so I'm doing it again. Not over Christmas music. Sick of YouTube.
That's ridiculous. How can you copyright Christmas music?
I don't know.
That's ridiculous. I don't know either. That's a pain. Okay, let me see what I'm doing here. It's about that time to get started, so I'm going to get on that screen. This. Okay. Pull this up. And we are going to start with question number 1. What is this vegetable that is good in slaw, egg rolls, or kraut? Again, this is garden vegetable trivia. Over here. Oh, Aaron said it was a Netflix show. Okay, yeah, I can see Netflix being. Yeah. Yes, I do have a big skillet. I fried it last weekend too. See, Avid says cabbage. Chris says cabbage. Hey, Butt, welcome in. He says cabbage. Aaron says cabbage. Tina says cabbage. Melinda says cabbage. Linda says cabbage. Lori's prepping for heaven. Welcome in. Sorry, y'all. Having a hard time talking tonight. Kim says cabbage. Rita's Rose, hello. Welcome in.
Rita.
You're not late to the party, Miss Rita. We're just getting started. Lori says she was in the kitchen but listening. I understand that one. Oh, yeah, Avid. Fried cabbage with bacon or ham. Oh, man, yeah. Fried cabbage is good stuff. Well, y'all are all right. It is cabbage. But my cabbage, well, I could say any of the cabbage growing up, when I was growing up, never looked that good in anybody's garden, except maybe my granny's. Buck says rhubarb there, too. Yeah, I'm just going for the cabbage, though. It was the best picture of the cabbage I could find. Oh, man. Yeah, if you don't, or sometimes even if you do, if you don't monetize, they'll get you for copyright depending on what it is. I mean, it's just, Yes, me, it's ridiculous. I mean, I can understand people wanting to get their money for their product, for their stuff, but just something like Christmas music, unless it is an original song or something like that, I don't see how it can be copyrighted. Kansas says cabbage does not grow well here in South Alabama. Well, I was from North Alabama, and then I lived in Kentucky, and like I said, down here in Georgia. But um, my grandmother's cabbage, hers always looked nice and pretty, but my mama, when she had a garden, hers didn't look that great. So I don't know. Okay, Maurice says, yeah, I can understand that. Chris said he never liked cabbage until he met Alice. Hey, a good woman can have you eating stuff you never thought you'd eat.
That's the truth.
All right, we are on to question number 2.
I never in my life thought I'd eat tofu or sushi or.
This root vegetable comes in a variety of colors, and both the vegetable and the greens are edible. What is it? Lori said beets. Miss Rita says beets. Buck says beets. Then said Buck had 21 plants up north. Here I got 7. The rhubarb is the best. Okay. Kim says beets. Tina says beets. Kathy says beets. Avid says turnip. Chris said beet. Chris, I love pickled beets. I love pickled beets too, Miss Rita. Melanie says beets. Linda says beets. They make great chips also. Well, everybody but Avid so far got this one right. It is beets.
Avid, what happened?
He said turnips, which I mean it might look like turnips, but beets come in so many different colors. I knew about the yellow and the deep dark red, and then I remember they had I think it's called a candy cane beet, which is the one down here in the bottom right hand corner and bottom left hand corner. Those are called candy cane. Buck says pickled eggs rule. Yes, they do. I've never had rhubarb. Rita said they grow. Yeah, that's the ones my grandmother grew, was the dark red ones. And she would pickle them too. Oh, man. Now, I don't buy pickled beets in a can. I will buy beets in a can, and then I'll pickle those beets. But to buy an actual pickled beet in a jar or something, no, I had to pickle my own. Okay, go up here. Move that one. Have to see what I'm going to do in here. Okay. And we are on to question number 3. Number 3, this vegetable is a member of the beet family and has colorful stalks and leaves. It is cooked like kale and spinach. What is it? And I will tell you, I've actually never had any of this, though I have wanted to try it. Miss Kim says chard. Rita says Swiss chard. Linda says kale. Abbott says spinach. Lori says Swiss chard. Chris says chard. Tina says chard. Linda says chard.
Lori says it's awesome. Melinda said rainbow
shard.
shard.
It's just don't think I've ever had Swiss chard out either. Okay. Well, everybody that said chard, Swiss chard, it is correct. It is Swiss chard. I've never had it. I've heard of it through the years. I've said chard, yuckies. I like spinach. I like kale. I like pretty much most greens. Um, so I think if it's cooked like spinach and kale, I would actually kind of like it. But I've never had it. Like a beefed up spinach. That would work for me. I mean, if I eat poke salad, I can eat Swiss chard, you know.
Hey, poke salad very good, especially if you clogged up.
I'm telling you, poke salad's
You will
good
be
stuff.
cleared out the next day.
Yeah, poke salad's good stuff. We like that around here. Don't get a great lot of it because it doesn't grow back in the back where it used to. Um, so I have to find it.
Yeah. She fixed that up for me and we ate it. The next day I was like, ooh, Lord have mercy. Where was that hiding?
Oh, man. And we are on to number 4. I'm sure everybody already knows that before the question. This vegetable can grow on a climbing vine or a bush. What is it?
I know what that one is.
All right, start Miss Rita said green beans. Kim says green beans. Miss Lori says green beans. Avid green beans. Tina says green beans. Chris says green beans. Kathy says pole beans. Linda says beans, green beans. Melinda says green beans. Buck says too easy. Well, Buck, would you rather be a little bit too easy or so hard you couldn't get the answer? At least it's not a multiple choice.
Hey, she could be putting them up there without any pictures and doing the scientific names for them.
Yeah. I could be asking you, what's this called? What is the scientific name or the genus of it? I'd be having to look that up because I wouldn't even know that.
Well, you do that when you're researching your material.
Ms. Rita said, Blue Lake, Kentucky Wonder. Container to name a few. Container to name a few. Yeah, to name a few. Blue Lake. Oh, man. Blue Lake beans are good. That's right, Chris. I did too. For up to a point. I helped my grandmother. Melinda says, bless you, big kitty piggy.
Hey,
All I know is they taste good, Miss Rita. I like them. The Blue Lake. Yeah, they're good. And yes, they are green beans. I sort of said we likes our green beans, but I got thinking Piggy likes them as long as they're fresh. He's not big on store canned green beans. But you let me fix them.
there's a big difference in taste.
Let me fix them fresh out of the garden. Piggy loves them now.
Like I said, there's a big difference in taste.
I don't find too many frozen green beans. I have a hard time finding anything except for peas and mixed vegetables with peas, corn, and carrots. I had been buying frozen broccoli and cauliflower mix and the broccoli or cauliflower. Can't hardly find it anymore. I've looked for other vegetables like Brussels sprouts and things like that, frozen. Can't hardly find them. It's just like pretty much everything has gone away. Yeah, it sounds like it, Kathy. Kentucky Wonder, Kentucky Wonder and Blue Light. Yeah, I think my mother did the Kentucky Wonder beans. I'm not sure what my grandmother did. I know pretty much everything she had was heirloom beans, so I don't know. All right, we are on to number 5. And I'm sure y'all will know this one. Nope. Gotta get rid of that one off there so I know it's gone. This tasty vegetable is used for pickles, in salads, and as a tasty snack. What is it?
I know that one.
Linda says she's got beans growing in the house for winter months. Oh, Miss Lori, I'm not a big fan of green bean casserole either. I like the green beans, don't get me wrong. Let's see here. Kim says cucumbers. Lori says cukes. Rita's cucumber. Tina says cucumbers. Abby says cucumbers. Linda says cucumbers. Chris says cucumbers. Kathy says cukes. Abby said, use that 10-pound piggy, laugh out
loud. Let's not say we did.
I love cucumbers. And yes, this is cucumbers. We all know that. Just look at them. Peel me a cucumber and slice it up, throw some salt on it. And, oh, man, you talking about eating. My mama would do that with tomatoes. I do that with cucumbers. I love cucumbers. But it's got to the point, unless they're fresh out of the garden, I just don't like them.
Does everything do to them while they're growing and after they're grown.
Mm-hmm.
Bill Gates and his little wax idea.
Okay, finally got that moving. Oh, yeah, Kathy, that's good. My mama called that thunder and lightning. But it might be a little different salad than what you're talking about. Hey, that's a lot of cucumbers.
I'm saying.
Linda said froze up, but everybody's saying cucumber. Yeah, Piggy and I have been having problems with YouTube yesterday and today. It's something else.
But you mess that cucumber with back bite sauce and beat it to Piggy. Yeah.
Linda said, I like cucumbers. They don't like me. I get the belches really bad when I eat cucumbers, but I love them.
I don't think that's what she's talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember, a cucumber is a very juicy and fibrous.
Yeah. All right, Chris. He's going to be right back.
Well, all right.
It's going on 7:30. Oh, man. And we are on, what question are we on? We are on question number 6 already at 7:30. We're doing good.
All right.
Have to say this next one is based on another one of my favorite vegetables. Yeah, I have a lot of favorite vegetables. I really do. Excuse me.
In short, she loves veggies.
Buck says thunder and lightning is what happens after Taco Bell. Yeah, I don't eat Taco Bell. I can see Piggy's face when he bites into a cucumber full of backbite sauce. Well, considering Piggy's pretty much used to backbite sauce, it would have to sit for a long time for it to affect him as far as the sauce, because he's used to it. All right. Question number 6. This vegetable can be straight neck or crook neck variety. It tastes great fried, boiled, or baked.
Oh, yeah.
What is it? Piggy likes this one.
That's good stuff right there.
Melinda said that was it, belching bad. Yeah. Did I ever grow peanuts? Nope, never grew peanuts. Ms. Rita said squash, yellow. Tina said squash. A hot pepper challenge. Kim says yellow squash.
2 years lean yellow squash.
Chris says crookneck squash. Crookneck squash from Kathy. Summer squash from Lori. Summer squash from Linda. 2-year-old backbite sauce. Okay. Well, I don't think we've ever had any last that long. I think a little over a year is about as long as it's ever lasted around here.
Right.
Crooknecks, most likely.
And it was good. It was.
Rita said those look like yellow straight necks to me. I don't know if they're straight neck or crook neck. The answer was yellow squash or squash.
All I know is that yellow squash, and it's awful good sliced up, ready to fried.
Yeah, that's why the question said it comes in straight neck and crook neck varieties, and they do. And I like both of them. I don't care. If it's yellow squash, it's yellow squash. It's good stuff.
We had to grab her tea, but she was late for it.
Crook neck has a little, yeah. This one to me looks like it could be a crook neck. It's just a different angle.
That should be just makes you think you drank lava.
Yeah. I would have yellow squash running out my ears here. Couldn't give enough. Boy, laugh out loud. Oh, man. Lori, I used to think that way too. But if you take them when they're small enough and still tender, and all you have to do is put them in the oven and bake them until they're extremely tender, then cut them open, put some salt, pepper, and butter on them. And that, oh my gosh, I'd never had. That is so good. Though I do love them fried. Huh?
What, a sweet tater?
No, the yellow squash.
Oh. I never had it that way.
You have to. It's been a few years. Huh? Yes, I fixed them for us that way. And you liked it. You just don't remember it. It's been a few years.
Well, you cooked it. No wonder I liked it. I've kind of come to the conclusion, folks, if she cooks it, it's going to be good.
That barbecued yellow squash. You can do almost anything to them. I mean, you can roast it, you can fry it, you can boil it, you can broil it, you can bake it, you can grill it. I mean, squash is so versatile and it's so good.
But I really love it fried.
Piggy does. He loves it fried with okra. Okay, and that. I'm going to remove it here. Now, I've never made a squash cake, but I have made a squash casserole. Now, that sounds good, Kathy. I've never had the squash blossoms. I've always wanted to try them. But where I'm from, squash blossoms don't last. You see a squash blossom, you know it's going to be a squash, and that's usually what it turns into. All right. Excuse me, y'all. Talk about craving an ice cream, knowing I don't need it. All right. A popular name for this vegetable is scallion. What is its actual name? And I'll take either or because there's two different names it could be called. Yeah, Lori, it is called a scallion, but there's another name for it. Okay, let's see. Miss Rita says green onion. Abby says green onion. Kathy says green onion. Kim says onion. Lori says green onion. Miss Linda says onion, green onion. Abby says chives. Melinda said green onion. Chris says green onion.
I just know they good.
Piggy likes these better than he does the large onions. Yes, these are called green onions.
I'll find the large ones as long as they're chopped up good.
Yeah. Or they are also called spring onion. Depending on what area you're from, it can be green onion, spring onion, or scallion. Those are the three names it's known by. That actually sounds pretty good, but well, wild onions actually grow in the yard. And consider these are grown in a garden. It makes them a little bit different, Miss Linda. Just a touch different, not much. Cowpeas, cornbread, fresh tomatoes, and green onions. Oh, yeah, that sounds good. Never heard of spring onions until I heard people from the South talk about. That's it, Miss Lori. That's what I said. Depends on where you're from. Yeah, I was raised with them being called spring onions. And what's funny is my grandmother, she would raise them 2 times a year. She'd raise them in the spring and then toward the fall. So in the spring they were spring onions, and in the fall they were green onions. Like, what's the difference? The same one, the same thing, but it was just what she called them. But my grandmother was from a different era.
In more ways than one.
Oh yeah. I could see that, Buck. And yeah, I would probably do something like that and eat something like that. Yeah, Miss Lori. Okay. We are on to number 8. We're getting through these tonight, yeah. Oh, I think y'all gonna know this next one too. I'm gonna go ahead and read the question before I put the picture up. This garden vegetable is actually a fruit. What is it? I know a lot of people that does that way, Miss Rita. My mama, she'd sit and eat an onion just like you would an apple. Oh man, that screen popped up real quick. Okay, let's see here. Miss Rita says tomato. Kim says tomato. Tina says tomato. Abby says tomato. Kathy says tomato. Miss Lori says tomato. Buck says tomato. Chris says tomato. Linda says tomato. Of course, y'all, it is the tomato. And we likes tomatoes. Only sometimes, depending upon the tomato, it don't like me. Depends on how much acid is in it. Laura said, maters, that's it, maters. We likes tomatoes. Love tomatoes. Some tomatoes I can eat, some tomatoes I can't. It's just like some tomato sauces I can eat and some I can't. All right, go back over here, read comments for a second. They are, Chris. I did not realize that the yellow ones were as good as they are, but they're really good. Linda, honey, I'm sorry for you about your Wi-Fi. I understand. It's like a nasty stain on white shirts. Yes, they do, Avid. Oh, Miss Lori, nice ripe tomato with some mayonnaise and salt and pepper. You talking my language right there. That's love language. Okay, I love peeled tomatoes. I do. I just don't like taking the time to peel them. Oh, that sounds interesting right there, Buck. I hadn't tried that. I bet that would be good. But I can't do the oil part of it because the oil affects my stomach really badly. I've been having to stay away from fried foods and a lot of oil. I said he was a wild child when he was a kid. No, Abbott, I'd never believe it. No, not you.
I would. Just saying.
Oh, Lord.
Chicken wise fine.
Oh, man. Y'all crack me up. Y'all do. Y'all do. All right. Question number 9. Whether sweet, mild, medium, or hot, this vegetable is good in many different dishes. What is it? Kim says peppers. Linda says peppers. Kathy says peppers.
It's a. Okay, yeah.
Lori said peppers. Rita said peppers.
While they were all piled together, I was thinking I was looking at bell peppers.
Tina says peppers. It says peppers. Yeah, I tried to get a picture. It showed all sorts of peppers, and it wouldn't let me bring that one up. So I got one that showed just peppers. Linda said Fresno peppers. And y'all are right. It is peppers. Whether it's a bell pepper, a jalapeno pepper, a habanero, a ghost chili, or a ghost pepper, or a cayenne pepper, whatever, they're all peppers, and they're all good in their own way. Okay, get that one going off there. I apologize ahead of time, y'all. My eyes are crossing really bad, getting blurry. I'm having a hard time seeing. But I know a lot of it has to do with the weather and how everything's changing up and down and all around. It don't seem like StreamYard really likes me tonight because it's not giving me all the comments. I have to keep continuously hitting that more comment button. Okay. Book says sun-dried habaneros, grind them up for a kicked up spice. Oh, yeah. Now, I still have the peppers that Johnny Small Pepper sent me to get the seeds from. I think they're the primatales. One of them's a primatale. I think I've got 3 different peppers to get seeds from.
I think one of them's chocolate primatale.
Whatever they are, I'm going to get the seeds, and I am going to try growing some.
They're supposed to be extremely super, super, super hot.
Yeah. All I know is baby peppers.
Yeah.
All right. We are on to, I think, where are we? We're on number 10, y'all. Okay, number 10. You can use the root and leaves of this vegetable, though the leaves are more often used than the root. What is it? And I can tell you right now, I'll eat all of it. I like them all. Kathy says radish. Rita says radish. It says Piggy, good luck with them peppers. Kim says radish. Tina says turnip. Lori says radish. Avid says turnip. Chris says turnip.
If you're talking about those ones that Johnny sent her,
Linda says
ain't
radishes.
gonna be no good luck to it. I ain't gonna eat them.
Hey, Jethro, welcome in.
Yes, bro.
Jethro says turnips.
What up, Tank?
That's Tank, y'all, if y'all hear him. You want out? Go to the door.
No door going out. Well, let's go. I'm coming.
Just sit there and squall at you until you let him out.
Oh, yeah.
Melinda says radish. Rita says change my mind, turnip. Kat says I ate radishes raw with salt. Oh, I do too. But the answer to this is turnip. You go to the grocery store, you'll find turnip greens everywhere.
I got a bad trade on that one.
But you rarely ever find the turnips. I personally love the turnips. Purple tops.
He went out. Fancy came in.
Lori said it's radishes. No, these are turnips, Lori. These are purple turnips.
Yeah, Evan. It's called letting somebody else eat them hot things.
Yep. I love turnip roots. I like them stewed, mashed, roasted. I mean, I love turnips. They're one of my all-time favorite vegetables. Very hard to find, but I do love them. And I love turnip greens. Yeah, these are actually purple turnips. Lori. Linda said they only have yellow turnips. Yeah. Purple turnips, that's the main ones that I've seen here in the South. Now, when I lived up north, they had the white and the yellowish looking turnips. And when I say north, I lived in western Kentucky up near the Illinois-Kentucky border. So they had the white and the yellow turnips there. But here in the South, when you buy turnips, you get the purple tops. And I love turnips. But that is what these are. These are turnips. They are, Kim. They're very good. They have a very good flavor. It's probably where the dirt is around the bottom part of the root, Miss Lori. Because if you look, you can see a big section of dirt on them. Let me do this. Oops, wrong one. I'm going to try to see if I can get this up there by itself. Okay, here we go. There we go. That might make it a little bit easier to see. I don't know. Yeah, right near the root is where these have been in there a little bit longer, but yeah. Oh, I know I'm blind, Miss Lori. Oh boy. Let's see, remove this and go back to that. Remove. Y'all, I'm having to walk myself through things tonight. My mind's getting fuzzy. But you know what? That's fine. As long as I can function day to day, we're doing good, aren't we? This is in bigger greens. Yeah, normally the purple tops are, like I said, there's purple tops, there's purple, or I guess what they would call a red turnip, purple turnip, whatever. The purple tops are purple topped with white on the bottom. The purple turnips are mostly purple with the white root area. And the purple tops are purple and then with white, and then the purple are purple with a white root. Yes, that's it. My mind, I have to think. Yeah, when I pulled up turnips, that was for the turnip pictures, and it was actually the only ones that looked like turnips compared to what the others they were showing. So that's the one I used. As it just bring back childhood memories. I'm glad. I hope they're good memories. Because I know I'm having good memories of things I used to eat growing up and things I still like to eat. Okay, let's see the next one. Get that one up there. Okay, this vegetable is good cooked down with ham hocks and served with hot pepper sauce. What is it? Now I'll tell you right now, it is not turnip greens and it is not mustard greens. That's okay, Kathy. I understand. Rita said collards. Lori says collards. Avid says greens. Kathy says collard greens. Kim says collards. Chris says collard greens. Linda says collards. And that thick vein up through the center of it should give everybody the answer right there. Tina says collards. It is collards. That thick vein gives that away.
Collard greens and hot sauce.
And I'll be honest with y'all, of all the greens out there, these are my favorite. I love collard greens. As it does make good TP, laugh out loud.
A what?
I haven't said they made good TP.
Oh. Well, yeah, they kind of big and leafy and cover a lot of area.
Yeah. But yeah, these, like I said, are my all-time favorite greens. I love collard greens. Yeah. Buck says, I don't have collards. I just wear T-shirts, laugh out loud.
Well, just be sure not to grab some of those 3-leaf viney leaves.
Yeah.
You will regret it.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Painfully.
Most definitely painfully. All right, before I go on with the last four, next week is the Saturday before Christmas. So what I will be doing next week, I will be doing something similar to this. And I will be doing a Christmas version. So I don't know if it's going to be Christmas foods or just anything pertaining to Christmas. And that might be what it is, just anything pertaining to Christmas. Because like I said, it is the Saturday before Christmas. And I don't know what everybody's plans are for Christmas or anything. I don't know if they plan on having things with your family that Saturday or whatever. But just know, again, everybody's welcome in on the live stream next week, as always, because I will be here. And Christmas being on a Wednesday, I think Piggy and I have Tuesday and Wednesday off that week, where we don't have to go anywhere.
Tuesday and Wednesday.
24th and 25th.
Oh,
Yeah, they'll be closed those 2 days.
maybe they'll be closed the whole week.
Miss Linda said she'll be here also.
Just hopeful thinking there.
Oh man. Dave said he says I leave them leaves for Piggy. Oh, I've never tried it with horseradish on it, Linda. I tried it with hot sauce. I like it with the red hot sauce, like the what is it, Texas Pete or Louisiana hot sauce. Now I like hot pepper sauce on my turnip greens. Oh man. Buck, you never know. There could be a woman out there somewhere just looking for you, and you ain't met her yet. Josie, hello, welcome in.
Josie!
That snow was something else, Josie.
I'm telling you. More power to you. You can have all of it you want, but I don't want none of it.
Yeah. Excuse me. So it's great. Her son grows the horseradish and the collards. Okay.
But you never know. You might run across one of these days.
That's funny, Chris. All right, Sneezer, you're going to have to get down and go. I don't need no sneezer snots all over me.
Indiana Chris, say something you want to tell us.
Well, he did say never mind.
Well, that might be what's in their mind.
I did get that email, Josie. I got the picture and I got the email. I haven't shown Piggy the email yet. But I did watch part of that video and I was like, nope, too cold, too cold. It made me cold just looking at it.
Comments like that, Chris, I'm going to have to seriously wonder what's up.
Oh, mate. Oh, lordy. We are on to question number, I think it's 11, y'all. Hey, no, it's 12. I was wrong. We're on 12. This root vegetable is mainly known for the root, even though the greens can be eaten as well. Though sometimes a little spicy, it can be used just like a potato when frying or roasting. What is it?
Yum.
And I love these. Yes, Linda, it had a lot of white stuff in it. Josie's an Uncle Piggy.
Yeah.
Rita says radish. Randy Rich says radish. Kim says radish. Linda says radish. Miss Lori says radish. Now they're your radishes. That's right, Kathy. Josie says, I love radish. Who don't like a good radish? Man, yeah. I like the icicle radishes, y'all. Those are really good. Oh, man. They're spicy, but they're good. Which, if you are a diabetic or if you know anyone who is a diabetic, radishes are very good at helping bring down the A1Cs. Ms. Lori says, spicy. Fried, mashed, eaten with, eaten raw, tops for salads or for stir fries. That's right, Miss Linda. You can use every bit of it. And as I said, if you're a diabetic, they're very good for you and can be used in place of potatoes. So if you like mashed potatoes, you can boil some radishes and mash them up. You might have a spicier mash, but it can be used that way. Or you can fry them up, or you can roast them. Yeah. Tina, if he likes radishes, they're better for him than potatoes any day.
Yep.
But told Chris been talking to them truckers on the radio too much, laugh out loud. Oh, Chris, I love horseradish sauce. I love horseradish sauce with prime rib. Yeah, if you like fried potatoes, you fix radishes the exact same way. You just trim the ends, wash them down real good, then slice them up. You can fry them just like a potato. Or you can cube them up and pop them in an air fryer or in the oven and roast them. Yeah, radishes are really good and good for you. My mama would pull them out of the garden and wash them off, and I'd sit there and munch on them with a little bit of salt. I love them. Piggy seen me sit there and just slice up a whole big old bunch of them, put them in a bowl, put some salt on them, and eat them too.
Yeah.
That sounds good, but
And he's sitting there looking at her kind of weird.
That's right, Miss Kathy. The bigger and older they are, the bigger they get, the hotter they are.
I'd be looking at her weird. She'd just look at me like, what? They're good.
Yeah, radishes grow really quick. From the time you pop the seeds to the time you can pick them, like Miss Lynn said, about 20 days. Fast growing, very nutritious. And like we said, you can eat the roots or you can eat the leaves too. So Chris says my job was to pluck them and rinse them. My dad would eat them. Yep. Yep, Miss Melinda, there's radishes. I think you're behind a little bit, Miss Melinda, but that's okay. I understand you're having Wi-Fi problems, darling. All right. We are on to number 13. We're getting there, y'all. This grain is related to grass. What is it?
That's a good way to do there, Katie Spirit.
I planted some radish seeds in my mama's flower beds. The best way to do it. Things is corn. I love radishes. I'm going to have to go get me some. All right. Linda says corn. Rita says corn. Lori says corn. Kim says corn. Kathy says sweet corn. Melinda says corn. Chris says corn. Haha, Piggy had me laughing. Josie says sweet corn. Miss Linda says, hi, Josie. I swore I saw a kitty cat, yeah. I did see a kitty cat.
I thought I caught Buddy cat.
I did.
Miss Darla.
Yeah. She's wanting my chair, y'all. She's got to where she's been sleeping in this chair that I'm sitting in now. And I usually leave her alone and don't bother because I only ever sit over here except for on Saturday nights. Because she got tired of me pushing her out of my recliner because I want to sit in my recliner all the time. And now she gets ill at me because I sit in this chair. But that's life. She'll get over it. And yes, it is corn. We know it's corn. Looks like nice, pretty corn, too. I could go for a big old ear of corn on the cob. Oh, man, Miss Melinda, I fell for you, honey. Yeah, Piggy had problems with YouTube last night. It cut his sound off.
I don't think it was YouTube. I think it was that OneDrive thing that had popped up.
Oh, okay. Because he said there wasn't no sound on one of the videos he was playing, and I pulled it up on my phone, and it played fine. It played fine on my laptop. So he was having problems with something else on the computer. And then my laptop started messing up, and I had to shut it down and cut it back on. Yep, there is a difference between sweet corn and field corn. And there's a difference between sweet corn, field corn, and popcorn. Personally, my favorite type of sweet corn is the, what's it called?
Oh no, what you got?
I think it's called Silver Queen. It's the white looking corn. No, Miss Lori, field corn ain't that pretty. Cindy said her sound cut out last night. She went to a different channel.
Mine was cut off all the way around.
Buck said all my aunts and mom used to buy and make cream corn every year. They're gone now, except one aunt. Oh yeah, my granny making fresh cream corn. That was, oh man. Valparaiso is popcorn growing country. Okay. It's, yes, Silver Queen. Silver Queen is one kind. Yes, that's why I like it. Silver Queen is really sweet. And there's one that's a yellow and white corn. It's called something in cream. I can't remember the full name of it. Or cream and something. But anyway, those two are probably two of my favorite corns to buy or to grow or to eat. I love them. They're just good stuff. But that's just me. All right, we have two more to go, y'all. Rhubarb-colored peaches and cream. That's it right there, Chris. That's what I'm thinking of. Peaches and cream. And Lori says butter and sugar. Yeah, there's that one too. Peaches and cream is what I was thinking of because of the color of it. Oh man, that is so good, so sweet. Love it. My grandmother always grew Silver Queen. She loved that one, and she would do the pole beans that grew up on the vine, and she would plant her pole beans next to her corn so she'd have a natural pole. But she also used cane to grow her beans upon. All right, number 14. This garden favorite is very popular in October. Many like carving a face on one. What is it?
Oh, that's just too easy.
Seneca Chef is also, I've never heard of that one. Let's see. Linda says pumpkin. Lori says pumpkin. Ms. Rita says pumpkin. Kim says pumpkins. Yep, Kathy, it is. It is so good. Chris says pumpkin. Gourd family. Yep.
Lori says looks like sugar pumpkins.
I have no idea. All I know is it's pumpkins, but sugar pumpkins are very good. Linda says pumpkins. Kat says, oh, my little pumpkin. I know the small pumpkins are really good because I fixed that one for me and Piggy, and it turned out really good. Had a very nice flavor to it. And it is pumpkins, of course. Jethro came in with pumpkins. Okay. No, I don't want to do that. I don't know what that is. Okay, take that picture off. Mom tried to make pumpkin pie from them.
Something once, never again.
My grandmother grew the large pumpkins, like for jack-o'-lanterns, and she would make her pumpkin pie out of those pumpkins. That's my favorite is baked acorn squash. Acorn squash is good. I like those too. Now she did grow the sugar pumpkins as well, but when she made pumpkin pies, she would just use the pumpkin from the jack-o'-lantern. Then he said, "Josie, you're behind." Little pumpkins like that, my dad would cut out the top, clean it out, and fill it with cooked hamburger, onions, and rice. Yeah, those, it's good for things like that, yes. We are on number 15. Now I'm going to read it and then I'll show you the picture. This vegetable is a favorite of Bugs Bunny. What is it?
Talk about easy.
Just said, way behind, laugh out loud. Casey said, roasted pumpkin seeds. Lori said, carrot. Josie said, carrots. Chris says, carrots. Kim says, carrots. Linda said, carrots. So Susquehanna Sand just said the drones made it to Pennsylvania, folks. Are shooting at them. Look for down drone pics tomorrow. That's a carrot, rabbit. Carrots. Yeah, I saw something earlier. Somebody done a video said they'd made them to. Said there were some drones flying near, just outside of Jasper, Alabama. I put it this way: if you don't know who it is, shoot that sucker down. If it ain't ours, they don't need to be flying over in our airspace.
Even if it is.
Josie said, okay, Jack is doing a live in the drones tonight, 9 Eastern time. Okay. Buck said, what's up, Doc? Wabbit love cowards. Yes, they do. Josie said, it's the government. I believe it. Once again, my job to pluck carrots from the ground and rinse, clean them. Yep. Got carrots growing in the house too. Miss Linda just got an inside garden going, y'all. If we all get hungry, not have nothing to eat, we know where to go.
Right.
Oh man, they know what they miss if they never had carrot cake. That's good stuff.
Oh, Elaine can make carrot cake, make your eyes roll back in your head, your toes curl up.
Miss Melinda said carrots, yes. Linda said sorry, was texting Dale, laugh out loud. Yes, Miss Lori, carrot cake is awesome. And these are carrots, as we know. Yeah, the recipe I have for carrot cake, growing up, you could not pay me to eat carrot cake. It was so dry. And with all that sweet icing, I just, ugh. I'd scrape the icing off and eat the icing and leave the dry cake. I couldn't do it. But then I found a recipe for carrot cake. And it is so moist for a cake. I will eat that carrot cake anytime.
I love carrot cake. That last one she made was, oh man. You won't be able to eat a lot of it at one time, but man.
Yeah, there's a lot of people I know. I've mentioned different foods too, and I know of others that have mentioned different foods, and they're like, "What? Y'all eat stuff like that? What do you mean? That's a joke, ain't no?" But then you hear what they eat in other countries, and you're like, "They what? That's a joke, right?" No, they eat it. So I can understand. I mean, it's all about how you grow up, what you eat growing up. And
So if I've heard they'd eat in other countries, I'd have to be hungry something fierce.
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Grits are real, and they're good too. Took me a good 40 years to realize that nearly. I wouldn't eat grits as a kid. I started eating them when I was in my late 30s. And now I fix them for me and Piggy every now and then. Lori said haggis. Just saying. I understand. I would like to try haggis personally, but I understand the concept. Yeah. Blood
I'm
pudding.
not sure I would.
Like I said, there's a lot of food out there that I wonder about. But then I think also, necessity. You have something.
Necessity would be it.
Yeah. A lot of it has to do with necessity. Girlfriend, I'm gonna bop you now. Quit. I ain't playing. No, them claws are sharp. No, ma'am. Claws sharp.
You figure Japanese and Chinese, a lot of living area was along coastal places.
Yeah.
There wasn't really a whole lot of choice of what to eat.
Yeah. So
they had to figure it out.
Yeah, that's it right there. Love me some flipping. I tell you, that's it. Everything is so different for everybody because we're all raised different, raised with different foods from different cultures because of where we're raised and our ancestry and what our parents, grandparents, great grandparents were all raised with. That's like my mama would tell me about growing up. She'd say she'd eat the hog lights. I never knew what a hog light was. I didn't know hogs had lights. And then she explained to me it was the lungs. Nowadays, you can't do that unless you actually process your own hog. You're not going to be able to eat the lungs or the brains or anything like that. They just will not allow you to do that. Lori said we call it boudin. Cooked some chicken livers. Oh, I love chicken livers. Yeah. For so long, so many different parts of the meats and everything, different animals, they were eaten because when you butchered an animal, you used everything. As much of it as you could, you used. If you could use the skin, you used the skin. If you, that's where pickled pig feet and things like that came from, because you don't throw away any part. I know people today that still eat the scratchers of the chickens. I don't do it, but I know people that do. It's just you just don't throw stuff away. And I've actually watched people eat the beaks. The chicken heads. They process them and cook them and eat the chicken heads. Not me. I can't do it, but people do it. Yeah, Lori, the USA is a melting pot, and I'm just going to I'll tell you this. I was at a Chinese restaurant in Fort Payne, Alabama. It was a buffet restaurant. And my mom and I went in to eat from the buffet. And one of the ladies that owned the place, she was sitting at one of the front tables on the left as you go in. Quit it. And they had a pot of stew sitting there. And the employees that worked there that were were full-blooded Chinese and ate that we're getting food from that. And what it was a fish head stew. And it was not the whole fish, it was the fish heads. And they would get one of the fish heads out, put it in the bowl, and put the broth over it, and they would sit there and they'd eat that. And I watched them, and I was like, Okay, more power to them. Not personally what I would want to eat, but it's what they grew up eating. So they knew what they were eating. So I don't judge anybody by what they eat, and I'm not going to. If you grow up eating it, if you like it, more power to you. You know, I don't have to eat it myself, but I don't have to condemn someone else for eating what they eat either. So that's
Right.
why when people tell me they're vegans or vegetarians or they'll eat this or they won't eat that, I'm like, fine, you know, I don't have a problem with that. You want to be a vegan? Be a vegan. You want to be a vegetarian? Be a vegetarian. But do not condemn me because I eat meat. And that's just like people who don't eat pork or.
That's what I was going to tell my buddy Saraf one time. I said, yeah, it comes down to it. I said, y'all are surviving, we won't. I said, because y'all eat things that we won't. You know.
Yeah.
He was Cambodian.
Yeah. Yeah. My granddad bought a pig's head from the local from the butcher across the road when we lived in Kentucky, and he had them cut it in half, and he had my mama cook it, and they ate that thing. I didn't eat it; they ate it. There's a lot of meat on those pig's heads. I didn't realize that. I've never had tried, but I've never had it cooked right either, so I don't know. So you know, if I find somebody that knows what they're doing cooking it, I might eat it. Now, my mama used to like squirrel brains. She'd do squirrel brains and gravy with eggs. She liked that. I've never had it. I've never had to eat it, so I've never had it. So that's what I'm saying. You know, I don't judge anybody. If you don't eat pork, if you don't eat seafood or fish or anything like that, you know, hey, more power to you, more for me. If you don't eat beef, you don't eat chicken, you know, whatever, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. But just don't condemn me for what I like to eat, and I won't condemn you for what you like to eat. And I think we'd all be happy that way. But unfortunately, too many people condemn others for what they eat, and I don't think there should be any reason to do that personally.
There's not.
Now, see, I've never had pig's feet because I've only ever seen them as, you know, pickled pig's feet. I've seen them in jars, but I love ham hocks, which is just right next to the foot. Oh, maybe it's Rita, that's funny. Yeah, growing up, my mom ate a lot of them tree rats. But see, that's what I'm saying. You know, I can't say anything. I've actually saw videos from other countries of people eating rat. Not me. I'm sorry. I'm not going to eat it. But if that's what they eat where they're at, they eat that and bugs and everything else. More power to you. I'm not going to tell you you
Mama
can't.
Linda, more power to you on that one.
Yeah, now I've had rattlesnake. Tastes like chicken. Yeah. Oh, man. My mom and my grandmother ate things growing up that, you know, I can honestly say I've never had to eat. But my grandmother was born in 1925, which was, you know, right around that Depression era. And so she had to eat things growing up that might not have been what she wanted, but
Hey,
at least she didn't starve to death.
when you're hungry, don't matter what it is to eat, you got something to eat.
Oh, yeah, Miss Kathy. Fried frog legs in a heartbeat.
I still hadn't broached that threshold.
Chris said exotic food segment. No, Chris, we just talking about foods that people have eaten for years and years that
Talking about food in general.
yeah, that we don't, some of us don't eat now, but have been eating.
Like I said, hunger is a main thing.
Mm-hmm. I had.
You ain't got nothing else. You
I
might
had
be surprised what you might eat.
Yeah, I had frog legs for the first time as a teenager when I went to Florida. Went to a restaurant. It's called Fast Eddie's Ain't Fast, warm beer, cold food. That was their slogan on their wall. But actually, they had, I don't know if beer was warm or cold, but I know their food was hot and it was good. I ordered shrimp because that was really the only thing I knew. And there was a boy with the group I was with. He ordered frog legs. And he let me try about the frog leg. And well, that's actually really good. So I didn't know. Yep, tell you, hunger's a good seasoning too. Yep, Chris, fishy chicken. That's it right there. I've never had gator tail. Like I said, I've had rattlesnake, and that I was told was chicken. I had it when I was a kid. I ate a piece of it. I thought it was chicken, and then they told me it was rattlesnake, and I got sick. So, not only did I not have the chicken I thought I had, I no longer had the snake I thought was chicken. So, yeah. Now, see, I would like to try goat. I think goat would be good. My mom has had goat and she liked it. My grandmother cooked a turtle for my uncle once. He caught it and he took it home. Asked my aunt to cook it. She told him, nope, have your mama do it. So he went and got my granny and brought her down to his house and she cooked that turtle for him. Made him turtle soup out of it. Oh, so that cane wasn't cooked right, huh?
It's like anything else. If it's cooked right by somebody that knows what they're doing, it makes a world of difference in what you get out of it.
That's it. That's goat is goat. Laugh out loud. Oh, yeah, it's going on 8:30. We're finished with the questions. I really need to fix me a bite to eat. See if I can get something down in my tummy. Keep being sick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell y'all good night. Hope to see y'all tomorrow evening in Piggy's live stream at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And if not, hope to see y'all in here again next Saturday night for Christmas trivia. So saying that, we love y'all. Have a good evening. Bye, y'all.